Obviously, India is the place where we think there's great opportunity. Indian markets come back a little bit, but generally speaking, I think there are great long-term opportunities in India. And then you want to go further afield from Europe. It can be Brazil, it can be South Africa. Of course, South Africa is benefiting from the commodities boom. And a number of countries in Asia, Taiwan comes to mind, and even Vietnam, Korea. So there's lots of places where you can go where you're not going to be impacted by this Russia situation, with the exception of oil prices. But as you know, these countries are able to surmount those difficulties than they have in the past.
Well, think about oil and think about the hot inflation numbers that we get here, but we get hot inflation numbers we've seen around the world. Why not raise cash in an environment like this? Are you always fully invested, or could there be a 2 or 3 year period where globally inflation is running hotter than you would like and multiples aren't sustained, and it becomes a time where maybe you just shouldn't be quite as aggressive in stocks around the world, or that never enters your calculus?
No, we do have cash now. We have about 15% of cash in our portfolio. We would not go higher than that because, see, at the end of the day, if you're looking at high inflation around the world, where do you hide? The best place to hide is equities in companies that can price their products in line with inflation. So pricing ability is very, very important when we're looking at these markets. And of course, low debt is very important. So if you're focused on low debt, high, relatively good growth companies that are not going to be hamstringed by higher prices, higher costs to their products, then you're going to be in pretty good shape in the long run.
And gold, of course, you've been maybe not a gold bug, but you certainly think 10% goes in, but not crypto, even though you see the benefit of Bitcoin for Russia or for trouble spots around the world where it makes sense. But why not just for most investors? Why gold over Bitcoin?
Well, I thought when this thing broke that the cryptocurrencies would do well because Russians would rush into crypto in order to convert their wealth into crypto and then get money out. But as you know, now U.S. Congress is beginning to look very carefully at a bill to stop that, to really regulate crypto and go after those people that are using crypto to escape the sanctions. So, yeah, crypto is fine for those people that are in trouble that can't get money out. But generally speaking, I would prefer to have good equities, companies that are earnings. The earnings are there and they're going to be growing even in this environment.
So in the United States, what would be your investments of choice in the U.S. stock market?
Oh, first of all, anything that is good in technology. In other words, technology companies are able to price their products in line with inflation. Of course, obvious ones like Apple and so on, but there are a lot of medium-sized companies in America that are doing very, very well. And it's interesting to note that many of these companies have software engineers in Eastern Europe, and their stock price has been hit badly as a result of that. But their business is actually outside of Eastern Europe. Their customers are in America, in Western Europe, in Asia, so forth. So there are lots of these hidden opportunities in the U.S. market that look very good.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.